Hello, friend. This is Jimmy from Can Have an Immigration Canada. We are live again to answer your immigration related questions for Canada. If you have any question, you can start typing on the chat in the right, and I'll try to answer them as I will get them in the order. So, again, my name is Jimmy, and I'm from Can Have an Immigration Canada. We are a full service immigration company situated in the province of Alberta, Canada, and helping clients since 2013, whether you are here in Canada or outside of Canada. So, any question you have it, be specific or a general question, just type it in the chat. We'll try to answer them in the order I'll receive it. So, for currently, we can go into some of the updates from last week or so, and we'll try to answer and update you guys about that. You can also check our YouTube channel for Can Have an Immigration Incorporation, and you can get the latest videos and all the updates about Canadian immigration, what's happening and what are the changes, how it's going to impact you. You can also send us a query in that chat. And also, right over here, if you have anything right now to ask, you can simply put a question in the chat box. I'll try to answer in order I'll receive it. So the first update is from British Columbia. As you guys know, BC has paused their PNP in the month of October for a month to align its system according to the new tier classification system that has been introduced by the federal government last week. So that has been on, and the BC PNP system is also back on the track, and there are a lot of changes in that. So you guys uh, check our YouTube channel, and over there we have a complete detail about what are the changes in the BCPNP. The point system has been changed. They have updated certain categories and certain classification criteria, and the points are, you will be getting some more points according to the definition that has been given by the BC Immigration Department. So if you have submitted your file and you haven't received any ITA so far, so you definitely need to submit a new file and send a new application in there, or update your current application so that it align with the new policy. And if you have got your ITA before the November of 16th, so then definitely you don't need to do anything else on your application. Simply go ahead and submit you the documents they have been asking for and pay the fees, and then they will process your file according to the previous rules. Same with the express entry, as the new tier system has been out. So if the express entry profile hasn't been updated, you won't be considered as a qualifying candidate for the express entry new draws, as long as you haven't do any changes or make updates to your profile in the express entry portal. You have it. But if you got an ITA before November the 16th, definitely you don't need to do any changes. Your file will be processed according to the old rules, and that's where you can go from there. And otherwise, if you haven't done any changes, go ahead and do some changes in that, and definitely you will be considered qualified for, once you have updated your tier classification system and the knock has been gone. So you have to go and look for 2021 2022 classification as given on the cac.gc.ca website or canada.ca. So over there are a lot of updates about that. So definitely go in and update your profile over there. If you guys have any questions so far, you guys start typing your questions here in the right, and we'll try to update or answer them in the order I'll receive it. Another thing that has been coming up, the processing time. The processing time for Canadian immigration application has been is going in the right direction now, and the updates have been coming, and the files has been processed fairly quick. rather than what we have seen in 2020, 2021, 2022, even in the beginning of this year. So anything you guys have submitted your file, even the work permit processing from outside Canada has been reduced drastically, but it's not up to the standard as of now. But definitely government is doing their work, whatever they can do to bring the long processing waiting time to under considerable amount, right? So if you look, if you want to check the processing time for your country, you can go on canada.ca, and on the right side there are links, so you can check it out there. But the processing times have been reduced drastically, same as for LMIA, open work permit, and the closed work permit from outside the country. Those are all have been reduced. LMIAs are getting fairly quick, like in a month, month and a half, you will get the decision. But if you have your submission file has been done before that, and you haven't received any update about your case, definitely go and check uh, with the visa officer or Service Canada wherever you have submitted your file. So it's fairly getting fairly quick right now. Uh, Visit visa holder can work without leaving Canada for a long time. Visitor visa candidates are not allowed to do any work until and unless you have proper work permit. It is illegal. If you are on a visitor visa and you're working for somebody, it is illegal. Both you and your employer can be in trouble. So the thing is that try to get, if you're working for an employer, ask him to process an LMIA for you and then submit the file. If you guys are not sure, we can do it for you. Just call us on the number given above, and our company can help you and your employer to file the proper paperwork. Otherwise, if you get caught, then it won't be good for you. Plus, you will get deported, and then you get a lifetime ban on your visits anymore in Canada. On the other hand, your employer will also face maybe a jail time or the penalties in terms of finance, in terms of like fines and stuff like that. So it's a better idea to ask your employer to file your case. And if he's not sure how to do it, you can call us and our company can help you filing LMIA. As I mentioned, that LMIA processing as of now, just for the LMIA, is fairly quick right now. And in a month or so, if everything is all right, your file is complete, you can get a decision in a month or so. So it's not a very lengthy time. So you can ask your employers, but I suggest don't do work without any proper paperwork. You can be in a very bad situation, and where they can deport you, put you in a jail time, and ban you for coming to Canada under any visas for lifetime, right? So, any other question you guys have it, so you can start putting in the chat. So that will get. I did my IELTS 6 band, 2 kid, 10 years study gap. Can I get immigration? It depends on your qualifications, sir. Bushra Mustafin, that we can check on your. You can send me your email on the email I have given on top of this chat, and if you qualify, then definitely we'll let you know. And other, even if you don't qualify, then we'll let you know what are the options for you in terms of immigration, or you can be eligible under any other like work permit situation, or you can apply for a study visa. So we can look into your case. Please send the email with all details, what you have done in education wise, and what is your experience, and all those details. Please send it on the email I have given in the top of this chat. So I will reply back to you. Uh, yeah, definitely. There are so many. There are more than 100 ways to come to Canada, and we can all look for you. Could do a thorough investigation about your documents, what you have done in the past, and how your spouse is, how much qualification your spouse has it, what your IELTS score, and all those things. Then we can make a concrete plan for you and let you know whether you will be able to qualify for Canadian immigration or not. So from there we can go ahead, right? So please, if you have any other question, you can start typing in the chat right on the right side. So I'll answer it in the order I'll receive it. As I was mentioning, that there are big changes that has been through for the British Columbia PNP program, as well as the Federal Express Entry program. Both of them are under the tier classification system that has been introduced on 16th of November, just 4 days ago. BC has paused their PNP program in the month of October, and now they have started it again. But you have to update your application, whether it's in BC PNP or in Express Entry profile. If you do not update, you won't be considered as a qualified candidate. So won't expect any ITAs if you don't update your profile and update your system on there and let the CAC know that what you are qualifying under. So those are the things you need to take care of. And after that, as you guys all know, the score is in the express entry candidate express entry system is coming down. It was 494 last time, so it's under 500 now. So there are a lot of candidates who are under that threshold. So it's a better option for you guys right now to update your profiles and get. We're hoping that it will be like the pre-pandemic point. It will might come down to that, was around 460, 470, hopefully by the end of spring of 2023. So you can see that drop in the points of express entry. But I was mentioning again, the processing time has been reduced drastically in all the files all across the system. And if you want to really have submitted any of your profile that or any of your application under any visas, whether it's in a closed LMIA work permit or open work permit for your spouse, study visas, visitor visas, or any other visas like express entry, like permanent residency, PNPs, and all that stuff, the time has been reduced drastically. Government is hiring more resources to process the files quickly, and LMI applications again, right? They are being done under a month or so maximum. So if your employer is there and you want to submit your application, you know somebody who want to hire you, this is the right time. It's getting done fairly quickly. So. Um, but as far as we know, right, in last month or so, they have processed around 400,000 applications in a single month and a half time frame. So that was a little update again. So after medical pass, how long it takes for final? If it's for the permanent residency, normally it takes like month or two, maximum 2 months. So you should be getting a letter for the submission of your passports for that. So it won't take that much time after the medical has been done. So unless and only they find something in the medical and they ask you for second medical, other than that, there shouldn't be any problem with that. So yeah, any other question you guys have it, you can type it in the chat on the right side, or you can go on Can Have an Immigration INC's YouTube page, where we update or add videos almost every week. If not two or three videos, at least one video a week is there with all the updates that are going or coming in the present, future. So what will be the new policies and how the processing time that looks like and all those things we always update it. So you guys can subscribe to our channel and get all the information there. As Can Have an Immigration is concerned, we are in the business of immigration from last 13 years and helping clients, whether it's an employer or an individual client here in Canada or outside Canada. We've done like thousands of cases, and we will let you know what's the right path for you. You can simply just send us an email if you think you want to hire our agency for your immigration paperwork. We can help you. All of our directors are uh, good standing regulated Canadian immigration consultants, and they are all from last almost nine and a half years now, almost 10 years. So uh, all the success rate is really high, right? So we will let you know right in the starting whether you will be getting through or no. We'll go through all the options with you that you have it as a candidate, what you can apply through, and what will be the obstacles coming in your case. We'll let you know with the full transparency and going through all of your situation and find the perfect pathway for you for getting immigrate to Canada. There are more than 100 plus pathways which way you can come to Canada. So again, there are some more updates that has been coming from last couple of weeks. If we go through Manitoba and PEI and also getting their provincial nomination draws through as the end of the year is very close right now. Most of the provinces are already completed their quota for the PNP for this year, but it's not like they're not going above more and above. If we look at Ontario, they had a last year they had 7,500 capacity for the PNP, but they ended up like around 12 or 13,000, 6 or 7,000 more what they were given by the federal government, the quota for that year. But again, right, you can get the same thing this year also. BCPNP has been changed, as I mentioned before. Nova Scotia is also putting more uh, focus on the francophone immigration action plan right now. So if you are interested in Nova Scotia and you think yeah you have a good grasp over the French language and you can go through the exam for French language and submit the results with the high score, like at least a CLB level 6, 7, or even higher than that in the French. So there are very good options for you guys that you will get a PNP option fairly quick in the province of Nova Scotia. So that's another update. Government is also putting a lot of efforts to put all the applications online. They don't want to do any more applications through the paper. So there will be some new changes that are coming through your way in coming months, if not weeks, at least few months. You'll be seeing a lot of new changes in the system that has been implemented by the government the for changing the paper-based application to all the online applications now. Also, for the international student, this is a very good news. Any international student who is coming to Canada now, they can work 40 hours a week. So 20 hours per week thing has been gone. They have lifted that criteria, but it's a pilot program at least for a year or so, because to deal with the inflation and the pricing going very high all over the globe. It's not only in Canada, everywhere in the world, and this is the major problem right now. So government decided to give more permission for the international students to grab this opportunity and work more so they can help themselves and their families here in Canada and submit more applications and get work done. So they are being legally allowed now to work more than 20 hours, up to 40 hours. So these were the few updates. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I'll wrap up the session now. I will try to see you next week, sometime the weekend, hopefully. But do check our YouTube channel, and you will see a lot of new updates every week, and we'll go from there. Thank you, all of you who join us today. Have a good day.